Alright, that's enough. I'm not making you sit through that trash. But July 11th of 2016 was my first day really grinding this YouTube work. I said, let's make a video on my Surface Pro, and almost overheating the thing, I pumped out a 30-minute video about Zelda items. Yep, it was pretty bad, but it was the first video that started everything off. And just a little over 3 years later, here we are now, sitting at 100,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for what you have done for me in this platform and what you have done to create a community of people that write nothing but nice things about me. But today's video is going to be a little bit different. You guys have been asking me questions since day one about everything Nintendo Land. Who am I? What do I do? Kind of who am I as a person? Well, today's the day that you guys get all the information that you've been asking me since day one. So, who is Nintendo Land? I grew up in a little area in Ohio named Blacklick, and I grew up there with my family of my mom, my dad, and my little brother Layton and little sister Lacey. And I have my two main groups of friends being Eli and Kevin, and Cameron and Gabe. Also bonus points if you can figure out what game I'm playing here. And of course, you guys have seen her in a video already, my loving girlfriend Sydney of 2 years. My name is not actually Nintendo Land, it's Landon, and I guess you could call me Nintendo Landon.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I attended a small little school out in the cornfields of Ohio called Licking Heights, and there I played lots of golf, basketball, but mostly tons of baseball. And currently I attend college at The Ohio State University. This is my 5th year, my last year, and hopefully it's my last year, but I am studying communications and marketing right now, so everything that I make on YouTube really just goes to my education. So I guess you could say it's my hobby and my part-time job right now. Oh yeah, and go BUQX. Now, where did this all start? Well, it started when I was in high school. I used to always listen to Game Explain, and they started podcasts, so I would listen to it with my headphones during all my classes, and just listening about the video game news, hearing about the updates of Breath of the Wild, and I was so intrigued, and I had my own thoughts and opinions of myself, but there was no way for me to share them with anybody. So I went to Amino, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a gaming site where you can go into different types of Aminos, such as Mario, Zelda, Nintendo, and just talk about things with people. And I was just doing that, talking about video game ideas, posting my video game ideas, and just overall trying to find a community where I can talk and share my overall ideas. And as the time went by, I just started to really think about making a Nintendo YouTube channel. So every now and then somebody would ask me from Amino, hey, do you have anything else I should follow you on? And I'd be like, hey, my YouTube channel, but I only have like a video. That was the Legend of Zelda video. By the way, it's a video of my top 10 favorite items. It's a 30-minute long video, and it's still up there if you want to see it, but good luck. But I really didn't do much with YouTube at the time until the Switch presentation of January 2017. That's when I started to get ideas and started to make a couple of videos, but nothing much until the year 2018, right after E3. So I started making videos of random Nintendo content, and of course you didn't get many views as a starting off YouTuber, and let me tell you, you guys probably didn't even realize this, but I was just making random Nintendo content. I even made videos of me playing the piano to different Nintendo songs. I taught myself how to play the piano just to play Nintendo songs, so I said, why not just put this on YouTube? And remember, I just picked up the keyboard and learned this in literally about 2 days. I also made montages because I really loved Splatoon at the time, and I said, what else to cover besides make a giant montage, so here you go. But apparently, I found my calling with Nintendo Theories because, like I tell lots of people, it only takes one video to get the ball rolling. That one video that people really resonate with, and with me, it was Splatoon with my Agent 7 Theory video. Now, it blew up entirely because right now, it's at 2 million views, so it was awesome, obviously, at the time to see how much views were coming in, but it was also a very sad time for me because I was really first off experiencing hate on YouTube, and I haven't experienced this before, and oh my god, the amount of, negative comments I did get in there because my theory wasn't quote-unquote correct to what they wanted. And remember, I was just starting off at the time, so man, it was hard at first, but after learning that there is criticism on YouTube, you're gonna get criticism, I finally was okay, and it was one of the biggest videos to take off for the channel. I think still today, the biggest on the channel. So obviously that was what really started Nintendo Land and what really got the ball rolling in order for me me to continue pumping out more videos for you guys. But now the thing that you guys really want to talk about, of course, my intro. You guys keep telling me almost every single video you guys love it. There's still some people that don't like it, and I understand. It is very long, and yes, I know it's going to hurt lots of you guys' hearts, but it is going to get changed soon. I have somebody making a really special soundtrack for me for an intro video, and it's going to be really good. But yes, it's a very long intro, and it's got to be clipped down. It has to be. As much as you guys love it, eventually it is going to have to go. But I am going to show you guys all of my intros up to today, so you guys can actually see where they all originated from. So, enjoy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now this song has been tossed around like crazy on YouTube. Some people claim they have it, some people claim that it's theirs, but I actually finally found the original owner of this song. Is from Goblins from Mars. They're on YouTube. I'll link them in the description down below for the intro. You guys can listen to it all you want. Other people put like 100-hour videos up there so you can listen to it all day. Yeah, but yeah, it's just a Super Mario World overworld theme remix, and yeah, it belongs to Goblins from Mars. And yeah, I just wanted to create my own kind of song and have a song created for the channel personally, so it can be its own custom thing just for Nintendo Land. But I think you guys will like it regardless. So let's start talking about some actual video games and stuff that I grew up with. Well, first off, my first games ever were Pac-Man World 2. I love this game. I had it on my PlayStation 2. It was a big open world kind of 3D adventure game with Pac-Man. And then you had Croc, another 3D platformer. As you can tell, I kind of like these things. And then you had RC Revenge, which is this little kind of remote control car racer. I don't know where I even got this from, but it was a lot of fun if anybody's ever played this game. And then, of course, Super Mario Sunshine, which actually is going to start my list for my favorite games ever. Mario Sunshine just has so much nostalgia for me, and I love this game to death. The rest of my favorite games include The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, which was actually my first home console Zelda experience. I was kind of late to the Zelda game, but I love this game. Once again, a big nostalgia point for me, which is weird that it's a Wii game and it's nostalgia, but yeah. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, a beautiful game with a beautiful soundtrack, and I just love this game so much. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, my favorite Paper Mario game. If you talk to any Paper Mario fans, you'll hear this game on the list, obviously. Kirby Return to Dreamland, I have so much fun memories playing this game on the Wii, and it was one of my first big Kirby games. I just love the way this game, you know, interacted with all the enemies and the copy abilities and the, you know, partners and multiplayer. It was so fun. Pikmin 2, my favorite of the Pikmin games, even out of, you know, Pikmin 1, 2, and 3. I loved all the dens you can go in and all the just giant array of bosses. There were so many bosses within that game. So much fun. Splatoon 1, really my first kind of shooter ever. I never really played Call of Duty or anything, so Splatoon was really that for me. It was the first game that really drove me in and just kind of pulled me in so much. Splatoon 2 was fun, but it just didn't do as much as the first game did. Zelda Breath of the Wild, my first open world game of all time. I never really played GTA or anything like that, so this was huge for me. Just running around this giant open world landscape and playing with my favorite, you know, franchise, one of my favorite franchises being Zelda. It was just so much fun. Mario Odyssey, being one of the biggest Mario games ever, yes, it was one of my favorite Nintendo games of all time. I love Mario Odyssey. I remember the hype leading up to the game was so crazy. It was just as much as the game itself. But yes, I had to say it, Fortnite. This game just did so much to me. You know, it was one of the reasons I bought an Xbox, another console in the first place, to experience some other games outside Nintendo, and I just loved this game. Me and everybody I knew played this game all day long, and it was one of the best experiences I had for my childhood that I will definitely remember. Now let's talk music. My favorite video game soundtracks definitely come from Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. David Wise is my favorite composer. I love all of his music. I think the whole entire game is perfectly good music. I don't think there's one bad track in that game. My favorite one for sure. But then followed by Kirby's Epic Yarn and Yoshi's Woolly World. Kirby and Yoshi always have good music, and I think those like little, you know, soft melodies with piano and stuff, I just love that. But Tropical Freeze for sure is a banger. You cannot convince me otherwise. Now here's a quick run through of my favorite songs. This is just some of them. It'd be impossible to put all of them on here, but these are some of the songs that I like listen to on a daily basis. And if I had to say what were my most disappointing games of all time, it's without a doubt Hey Pikmin and Yoshi's New Island. Hey Pikmin was just the most boring, bland version of Pikmin you could ever play. It's just not a Pikmin game. And Yoshi's New Island is just a disgrace to Yoshi's Island. It's like a remake of Yoshi's Island, but easier and even more bland. I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, there's literally nothing added to this game to make it better than the original. It's just worse. It goes back. It's just like, it's terrible. The music is awful. Everything. I'm sorry. I really hate that game. But I feel like now we're at the point where you know enough about me, but it's time to talk about the future of the channel and what's to come. First off, memberships are coming. Now, right off the bat, you guys don't have to pay for a single thing. If you want to watch all my videos and live streams for free, you're free to do so. But if you want to add a little bit more fun to your viewing pleasure, you can also choose to join one of the 3 different levels of our membership program, where you can get cool little gifts and rewards such as little custom badges and emojis you can use in chat, and you can even get the potential to play with me, talk with me individually one-on-one, or even watch some privated videos I send just for you guys. The details are still being worked out, and we will get to you when it's ready to go. This will probably go up within the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for a future announcement. Also currently in the works right now, merch is coming with t-shirts, sweatshirts, and even, yes, you could get your very own Nintendo Land mask. Now, the products are not final. This is kind of just a template of what the idea is going to be, but more information on the merch will be dropping soon, and the actual products will probably be released within a month or 2. Here on Nintendo Land, I've always wanted to have a show where I just talk to you guys about Nintendo, and some of you guys can get drawn in order to give me your questions, and it could be a big Q&A fest, or talk about whatever happened within the week, and talk about all the Nintendo goodness that took place. Well, that is going to happen now with a new show called Nin10 Talk. It's going to happen on Sundays or Saturdays at the end of the week, so we can wrap the week up and talk about some cool things together, and also have some special guests come onto the show and talk with me. Think of the show as a Nintendo Land podcast. I have seen your comments of you guys continuing to ask where are live streams in Nintendo Land. Well, after moving several times and also fixing this terrible Wi-Fi problem that I've been dealing with, it is finally time to pick back up on live streams. Yes, live streams are going to continue, and there's going to be about 1 or 2 a week now. And the streams will have a lot more variety and a plan for how the day is going to go. It might be a solo stream where I'm just playing alone and you guys are watching and giving me some feedback and just chilling with me. We might just be talking about a subject, or we might have an open session where you're sending me Mario Maker levels or playing games with me. So definitely look forward to more live streams coming soon. But guys, everything that you've come to love on this channel for the last 3 years is going to stay. You're still going to have your weekly videos, 3 videos a week probably, and some big ones coming. And I really want to get back to some of the really big creative videos that I made in the past. So that's exactly what's going to happen. Expect one probably pretty big video a week, or some type of wacky video, whatever crazy idea I have for that week. But, of course, before we finish this off, I gotta thank you guys. You guys have been amazing. The support you guys have been giving me has been absolutely astronomical. You guys have been supporting me ever since the beginning. Those of you that are old, those of you that are new, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you for getting Nintendo Land where it is today. And of course, we're not done. We're just getting started. We're gonna plow through and hopefully get a better year next year with some game releases so we can cover some big stuff. But thank you guys from the very bottom of my heart. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.